Dick Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to. You all get a bird. This Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport, you know.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be brought out by a man who hails from Sulphur, Louisiana, played his college ball at Mississippi State, the quarterback Dak Prescott.
What's always interesting to me is how we discuss a quarterback going into his 3rd year, especially one that's played a lot in the first 2. Dak Prescott, rookie year, off the charts. Record, numbers, you name it. 2nd year, the numbers didn't match up. The team didn't win as much. I thought he improved as a quarterback as the season went on. Here comes year 3 of the proving ground. I think that what he's going to be is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL when time proves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now they can't bring him down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Wilson on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is going to be Packer football. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings. Just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Prescott. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going up top for Cup. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers have taken the early lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got the hook up with Conley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again here, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We'll remind you once again, coming up at halftime, we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He's got stats and scores from around the NFL as we wrap up the first month of the season.
No longer is he a rookie, the coach, a true veteran now.
A crafty veteran. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Try to punch it in with Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Then he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry for Smith. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Wilson on 2nd down. McConley's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defense so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Smith trying to run for it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand. And sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Prescott now on second down. Drops it underneath to Gore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Murray. And now running, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The tackle there by Mark Barron. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, 14.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And it's out to Hill, right side complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gerald McCoy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A dump off here for Gore. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lane.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.